The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. There's Melanie and Zariah and Maddox and Royalty and Junior and Nara and Leo and Cyrus and Leilani and Deviani and Ellie and Kylan and Amira and Natalia and Anton and Bernadette and Frederick and Amia and London. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Good job, boys and girls. I asked a question today about how pets get clean. Did anybody think about that question? Some people have already sent me their answers, and I heard you have to take them a bath. Some people said you have to put them in the bathtub. How do you get clean? What do you think? How do you get clean? Yeah, you probably have to get in the bath. You might have to take a shower. So those are the same kinds of things that we have to do to our pets. Now, some pets cannot get in the bathtub, like a fish. Could you take a fish out of their tank and put them in the bathtub to get them clean? No way. That would not be good for a fish, right? They would not swim in soapy water very well. That would not keep them alive. But some animals you can put in the bathtub. Do you know what animals can go in the bathtub? Dogs can go in the bathtub. Sure, my dogs take baths in our bathtub whenever they get super dirty. So dogs can take a bath. Cats do not like to take a bath. Usually cats clean themselves. You might see cats going like this sometimes. And they clean themselves, but you might clean a cat's ears to keep their ears healthy. You might have to clean the bottoms of their feet sometimes to keep their feet clean. You might have to clean their eyes. Right. And other animals, we just have to keep their homes clean, right? Their habitats. So like a fish, I just have to keep my fish's water clean. And that's how I clean up their water, clean the fish. I just clean his water. And a guinea pig, I just need to clean his cage, right? I might have to wipe him a little bit with a cloth, but I can't put my guinea pig in the bathtub. That would not be a good idea, right? So sometimes we clean their cage, and sometimes we clean the animal, but not all of them can get in the bathtub like you can, right? You can take a bath to get yourself clean. Good job. All right, before we do our next activity today, we are going to stand up and have some space to move. Okay, so find a spot where you have space to move. All right, we are going to get all of our sillies out today because the next activity is a reading activity. So we have to be able to sit and listen. So we're going to shake, shake, shake our sillies out. Can you do it with me? Shake, shake, shake our sillies out. Shake, shake, shake our sillies out and wiggle our waggles away. We're going to jump, jump, jump our sillies out. Jump, jump, jump our sillies out. Jump, jump, jump our sillies out and wiggle our waggles away. We're gonna slide, slide, Slide our sillies out. Slide, slide, slide our sillies out. Slide, slide, slide our sillies out and wiggle our waggles away. We're gonna dance, dance, dance our sillies out. Dance, dance, dance our sillies out. Dance, dance, dance our sillies out and wiggle our waggles away. One more, ready? We're gonna run, run, run our sillies out. Run, run, run our sillies out. Run, run, run our sillies out and wiggle our waggles away. Good job! Good dancing with me. Did you get all of your sillies out so that you can have your listening ears on? Good job. We are going to read a poem today. We've been talking about poems, we've been talking about rhyming, and we've been talking about when things start with the same sound. We're going to practice all those things today in our poem, and I am going to use some of your names to help me in our poem today. Okay? If I don't say your name today, should you be sad and should you cry? No! We're going to do this poem the rest of the week. So if I don't say your name today, that's okay because I will say your name another day this week. Okay? All right, so let's look at our poem. All right, ready? It says, laughing London went to play over the hills and far away. On the way she met a pig who showed her how to dance a jig. Pig, jig, they rhyme. La 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 laughing, la 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 London. They start with the same sound. Good job. All right, we're going to do a different name. This one's next, so we're going to change it. It won't be Laughing London anymore. It's going to be Amazing Amia, because amazing. Amia. Both start with the same sound. Ready? Amazing Amia went to play over the hills and far away. On the way she met some bees who tickled her and made her sneeze. Choo! Good job. All right, new name. Let's see who's next. Frederick. So we're going to call him Fabulous Frederick. Okay, Fabulous Fred. Fabulous Fred went to play over the hills and far away. On the way he met a snake who helped him quickly bake a cake. Yum! I like cake. Thanks, Fred. All right, let's look over here. Got some more friends over here. All right, we did Fred. We're gonna do Bernadette next. Okay, and we're gonna call her Brilliant Birdie. Brilliant, super smart. Okay, Brilliant Birdie went to play over the hills and far away. On the way she met a fox who jumped right out of a great big box. Fox box for Brilliant Birdie. Good job. All right, we've got one more today. And if I didn't do you today, you have to listen because I might do you tomorrow or the next day. All right, we're going to do Awesome Anton. Awesome Anton. Awesome Anton went to play over the hills and far away. On the way, he met a hen who asked him to play all over again. Good job! Did you listen carefully for those names that started with the same sound? And did you listen carefully for those rhyming words? That would be a fun game to play if you're having to wait. We talked on Friday about waiting. So when you're waiting at the grocery store, or when you're waiting at the doctor's office, or if you're waiting for somebody to come home or come over to your house, you could play this game. So my first name is Sarah. So maybe I say, how could I make up a poem about Sarah? Silly Sarah went to play. Did you hear silly Sarah? So you have to think about what you could make sound the same as your name. What word starts with the same sound? And you might have to ask a grown-up to help you think of one. But I bet the more times you play, the easier it will be to come up with a word that makes the same sound as your name. And if your family speaks Spanish at home, you could play the same game in Spanish as you do in English. So you could think of words like bonita or guapo or inteligente that you could rhyme or make alliteration. Alliteration is when it starts with the same sound with your name. Good job, boys and girls. That was a tricky activity. And you did a great job with that today. All right, we'll keep playing that all week. I've got one more thing that I want to show you before we end today, because one of the teachers at my school got to borrow some things from Forest Park Nature Center, and I want to show you those things. After that, we're gonna say goodbye for today. So check it out and see what I've got, and I'll see you tomorrow. Here are some really cool animal things that we were able at our school to get from the nature preserve out at Forest Park, and I wanted to show you. Do you know what animal any of those items came from? Good job! Turtles and snakes. Which items do you think came from turtles? You are right. This came from a turtle, and this came from a turtle. This is the shell of a snapping turtle. It is very hard. I can make noise when I knock on it. It is a very hard shell, and it's kind of bumpy and a little bit pointy on parts. And then I have the shell of a box turtle, and it's starting to peel off the color, but you can still see it in some parts. It is also very hard, but it is much smaller than the snapping turtle. See, the snapping turtle is bigger and the box turtle is smaller. They also have a few differences in the colors that they have. Both of them are brown, but the box turtle has some lighter parts, whereas the snapping turtle, he's mostly just brown, isn't he? Good job comparing those. All right, what animal did I say these were from? Let's look at them closer. Good job. I said they were from snakes. These are snake skins. Did you know that snakes shed their skin every so often? They wiggle and wiggle and wiggle and wiggle, and their dead skin comes off and their new skin is underneath. So it does not hurt them for this to happen. It's kind of like how you cut your fingernails or you get your hair cut. It's kind of the same thing, that their skin falls off. But their skin, it's really rough. If you feel it, it's pretty rough. It's really thin. It almost feels like paper, and kind of like that paper that you put in presents, that tissue paper. It kind of feels like that. But what do you notice about the two different skins? Because they did not come from the same snake. What do you notice? Good thinking. This one is darker, isn't it? This one is darker. It has some gray color on it, some that's almost black there. And then this one is mostly white. It kind of looks green because the paper's underneath it, but it is mostly white. Yeah, this one is much wider. I think he was a wider snake, and this one is much skinnier. This was from a skinnier snake. But this one broke. It is very long. Let's see if we can stretch it out and see how long it is. They are both very, very long snakes. They're about the same size for length. It's just that one is wider and one is thinner. Good job. I wanted to show you those today because those were kind of neat things that we got brought into our school.